everybody. Welcome back to the Bamcast podcast. The Bamcast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boomdraw Physics, as always. And thank you, Prismatic Verse, for the intro that you guys just saw. Like, it's dope, right? 2019, undeniable
If you
content.
didn't see it, that means you're not watching. And if you're not
and that
watching,
means you're dropping the ball. You're fumbling the bag, niggas.
you need to be watching.
Love you guys, though. Shout out to California Apparel. Shop there. See anything you like. Use the promo code BAM35. Get 35% off anything you want. And that directly helps the podcast. Shout out to the sister podcast, Nets Chats. Produce that one, guys. Go check it out. It's real good stuff, especially for our female audience. Here with me this evening, as you guys can already tell, as always, is the co-host Bobby B.
Well, go on.
And my friend, introduce yourself.
Good night. I am Sebastian Darbano.
Fancy accent, fancy name. The homie Sebs here. We're gonna be talking about, all the fun shit about moving to Jamaica from somewhere else, where he's from. And then we're gonna get into pop culture talk and just chop it up like three bros can. Cause, this is less of an interview and just we're kind of powering and it's on camera. So thank you Boomdraw for the intro song.
California.
Boom, boom.
What was it? BAM 35.
And I did it. I did it. You're on your phone.
Yeah.
You're on your phone. Anyone else that wants sponsorship, it could have fit right there,
Yeah.
Just
straight
saying.
up.
Sebi,
What's going on, bro?
who are you? Joe, that's such a pretentious question to ask people.
No, it's
Okay.
come to the front of the class. Tell us about yourself.
Tell us about no, it's when it's the first day of class and everyone has to stand up.
Use the first letter of your first name and come up with an adjective.
Alright, calm down.
People do that?
Yeah, I did that at university.
Legit?
Yeah.
They were like, use the first. What did you say for M? Or did you go with B?
I was mischievous.
You're mischievous, Mikhail.
Yeah.
Word.
Because someone had already taken marvelous. And I couldn't think of any other M adjectives.
Magnificent.
Yeah, but I couldn't think of it in the moment.
I'm not gonna say what I thought about.
Alright, well, I am.
Yo, Seb's the homie. Okay, we met a couple of years ago. I don't actually know how long. That should be a good thing because we've been the homies.
How did I meet Seb? Through Timmy.
Yeah,
How I met
all
everybody.
it's through Timmy.
Let me break it down.
Yeah, nigga, yeah.
So, originally French, grew up in Ireland,
Yeah, that's mad because his accent don't have nothing to do with the France until he starts to speak it.
Well, yes.
No, Seb speak French with an Irish accent.
No,
Stop
Seb
it, Bob.
speaks French with a Seb accent. What you mean by that is the Anyway,
So-
I'm sorry for cutting your story, Seb. French, grew up in Ireland.
Grew up in Ireland, but left France when I was 3, and then grew up my whole 17 years of life in Ireland. And out here now, 7 years soon.
Shit. 7 years?
Soon, I tell you. So,
Damn.
Seb's fully Jamaican.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know Seb's Jamaican because Seb gets mad in traffic and doesn't like say fuck.
He says bumbo clot.
Like you've been indoctrinated.
That's
bro.
a whole different story. When you can taxi man get it. You know?
Alright, how come you ended up here though? Alright, so you
Alright, so
save my face.
Him this. The boy this.
Grew up in South France.
so
born in South France.
South of France, right?
Mo-
Left France before I was 3.
Mhm.
Moved to Ireland. I moved to the West Coast. Was there for 8-9 years, and then I moved to the East Coast for the next 8-9 years. So it's 2 different cultures in itself. One is
Can we
country.
stick a point right there and like explain the two different
move.
cultures?
Oh well, at the end of the day is bush and town, like straight up country living. Everybody
Hear that, put
knows
more
each
niggas.
Unnecessary.
I know,
But
just like the tweet.
So so that's why it's 2 different growing ups in a sense. And then on the east side is more developed, more of the town side, city side, close to the capital. So more bad things go on up that side as well, rather
Ain't that
than
fucked up that the
country.
closer you get to the capital of a country generally,
More crime,
Yeah.
more drugs, more violence.
More people, more money.
That's exactly it,
mm,
Well,
don't go on your rant about people yet. So yeah.
So so yeah.
Wasn't doing anything.
I left
Yet.
Ireland after 1 year of university. Came to Jamaica. Came to Jamaica on holiday for the first time for 2 weeks to see if I would like it, enjoy it, and whatnot.
And figured out you fucked with us.
Yeah, lucky enough, I was very lucky to be introduced to Timothy, Timmy, our good friend.
Tim.
Tim Cunt.
Follow him at the Brown Fucker on Twitter. That's where you'll get the most interactions with him. That name is actually not
Brown
as
Fucker.
malicious as you guys would think. The Brown Fucker is a play on a show that we watch, Helsing Abridged, where the character in Helsing, his actual Twitter handle is the Crimson Fucker because he wears red. So, fan of the show, just remixed it.
He's
Brown
the
man.
brown fucker.
The Brown Fucker. So, it's not that bad, guys.
That bad.
But yeah, so you came here
So I came here
and you were introduced to
I
Timmy.
was introduced to Timmy.
It was
which-
through his sister, right?
through his sister that my father was getting his hair cut.
Your father,
My father.
your mother.
TH doesn't exist in French, so he
In
can't.
Ireland.
And in Ireland either.
Well, it's in Ireland, really.
TH, yeah. So TH no
Like
exists in them
accent.
language, so them
So
can't.
tree, like a tree.
Yeah,
And tree, it's the same tree,
yeah. It's just like, alright,
That's how it goes.
him can't say the.
D.
D. It's just linguistic, It's you can't blame him.
Yo, I know, cause Seb tried to say the a while ago, but still said the.
It's the same word, right, guys? The.
No, duh and the are two. No. Listen, this is how you know that Seb is one of the guests that we've never partied before, because we're really in on our manners when it's an interview kind of vibe. But Seb's the homie at this point, 7 years.
Yeah.
What you say? What you say about your mother?
Your mother, your father.
What?
I mean, my mom's car.
Let me not
car. Woo!
Alrighty.
So,
So what was it like moving to Jamaica, dog, and being introduced to the brown fucker?
well, at the
What
end of
was
the
it
day-
like going from cold to hot?
Yo, that must be wild. Can we
Well,
start there? When you stepped off the plane, were you just like, what the fuck?
No, the thing is. Well,
Were you like,
actually,
is this hell?
Someone left the gas on.
right?
What the fuck?
Let me tell you, when I travel, anytime I travel, I wear sweatpants, right? That's a big fact. You have to be comfortable in those long plane journeys, right?
I personally believe you have to look fly on a plane flight, but okay.
Here, it's the melanin.
No, I just feel
It's
like
called
I
every
look fly
Jamaican
in
wears
my
their Sunday
sweatpants,
best to fly.
right?
It's a cultural
no,
thing.
but
Yeah,
it's not.
exactly,
It's
man.
not to look the country best, like kind of vibe that you're saying. I'm traveling internationally.
So yeah, look again.
Bruh! I don't know what kind of cat I might accidentally walk into when
Catch
I
a
get
thing
in
in the
coffee.
airport,
No, I
I
mean,
mean.
dogs, I'm not trying to look scruffy. I'm
Straight
trying to
up.
look like on point.
Over Zipri.
Yeah.
Could I secure a bag in at the airport?
Hunting everywhere.
Straight up.
Always.
So yes,
Don't fumble. So yes, Seb, you always travel in sweatpants.
So
is that a red ant crawling on your laptop, Martin?
Probably.
I seen
Yeah.
another one just drop a while ago.
Yeah.
All right.
Jamaica,
Other news,
Jamaica.
There it
right? But yeah, so I came here,
Sweatpants.
sweatpants, come out. First thing I do is basically change into a pair of shorts.
First thing, shots.
First thing. So,
Were they like fleece sweatpants?
of course,
Oh yeah, of course. Of
Coming
course.
from Ireland, bro.
bro,
He ain't know nothing about this heat.
you have to understand, Ireland is cold, miserable, and rainy, and windy. All of that.
Jamaica hot, miserable, and windy. Sometime.
Nah, dog.
It's a lot
Jamaica nice.
easier. Yeah.
The wind
No,
in
no, no, no,
Jamaica
no.
is nice because it hot. The
Yeah,
wind in
yeah,
Ireland
yeah.
is shit because it's cold
Yeah,
and wet.
it cut your skin.
Exactly. And when that wind is blowing that rainwater in your face, that don't matter
Aight,
which
the
way.
sideways rain.
Snow, I can deal it. Can deal it. Rain, can deal it. Sleet was made by Satan's wife when she was upset because he ate all the food. Alright? Sleet don't make sense.
Wet is frozen rain.
It's little bits of soft snow with hard ice in it.
Nice.
It don't make sense.
Nice. That's
Agree
cute.
or disagree, Seb? Am I reaching?
I agree. Alright.
Cause like at least snow fluffy,
I've never seen snow.
No, the thing
or
with
sleet.
snow is when it starts to melt.
and you get wet everywhere. But sleet, you get wet immediately.
And later on as well.
Yeah, because of the hard piece. Fuck sleet. That's Satan's wife's invention, my G. And you know Satan's wife was a
have a
Caribbean woman.
Oh, of course.
A Caribbean woman. She was brought there not by her own will, and she's real mad, and that's really why hell's so hot. Hell hath no fury like a woman scoring, times it by
Straight.
10 when it's a Caribbean woman. All that
Straight.
flavor, bruh.
Spice.
Woo, woo! I love you guys. See how I saved myself there.
Save yourself.
What?
Save
Always,
yourself.
always. So yo, came changing t-shirts.
So reach, and basically it's like the first second day I reach out to Timmy, and same time he came and brought me to our friend's pool, and I was introduced to, funnily enough, most of the people I still know to today, that I've stuck with in a sense.
He fully Superman jumped on me.
The ant?
Right,
Yeah.
It's the Ant-Man. Watch me out.
Ant-Man.
Yeah,
Anthony.
Anthony.
Anyway, bye Anthony.
So yeah,
Hard in the
intro-
streets.
introduced to Timmy, the people them.
I met you through Tim. You met Bob through me.
Yeah.
We all met at Timmy's, most likely.
Yeah, Timmy.
Yo, I'll never forget the first day like we went to Timmy's house.
We either met at Timmy's or
Did you have
Faces.
that similar experience? Okay, Bob. All right, let's.
My first day at Timmy's house,
Okay,
it was
okay,
like
stop,
I was in a
stop, stop,
sitcom. I couldn't believe.
Stop. 12:25. Okay, cool. The first time at the Mutual Bros house, right?
Mhm.
Did you both experience similar circumstances? Because we're not incriminating anyone. But Bob, share your first time. And let me know. I want to see if they're similar. Because I've been friends with the homie since I was like 10.
Dog,
So
Uncle
we grew
G,
into this.
We were out there chilling, my youth. And I don't remember if we were upstairs or by the pool, but all the man them did there par. And I think this was my first time at Timmy's house. And Uncle G step out and say, "What happened? The man them now about herb." And I was just like, "What the fuck?"
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
I'm like, Is this a trap? Like,
Are you trying to set me up? Do you know my mom?
Yeah, exactly. Like, herb, what do you mean? Oregano?
Paprika?
Fuck is he talking about, nigga? I was just like, alright.
Bob looks over at me with the coldest
Yeah, I
stare,
looked
and I
at
go,
Martin like,
and I
this
just go,
real?
no, we can go downstairs soon. Everything bless up. All right, cool, and stumbles off.
Gee.
The greatest.
Terrified.
Right?
Yeah, it was the first time. What was your first time at the Mutual homie's house?
I honestly couldn't
Eric's
remember.
former basement.
True.
Eric's basement kind of moved up
True.
here. Eric's
True.
former basement.
So I couldn't remember, but that was basically it.
You see,
By the pool,
see, you see, from
we
he
were
says he
by the
couldn't
pool.
remember.
I couldn't
When
remember.
when
Frost.
G came and asked, "Yo, no herb, not bun, herb did a
not
bun."
burn,
yeah.
no herb. It was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And part of that?
Like real life?
In real.
But Seb, come on.
For
Look at the situation
realsies?
you're in, my youth.
Yeah, but my situation has
Oh,
changed
can we-
from when the beginning of Jamaica.
How so?
Because
Because I've only known your situation as it is now, in terms of acceptance with parents.
all right, well, in Ireland, I was into weed deeper than what I was when I came to Jamaica.
You were more of a pothead.
Nigga,
Yeah.
ain't shit to do when it's raining outside and it's
Bugger.
cold
You
everywhere.
get fucked up.
Yeah, it was
Fair point,
it
fair
was-
point.
It's been a
That's why
a
them just go
staple
down to
with
the
me.
pub and get fucked up.
But see, I was never a drinker. That was my thing. I always bun weed from
Sure.
15, like 16, like I just started bun weed and that was it. There was no.
Imagine that.
like-
I enjoy how animated you are when speaking, but bring the mic with you.
Okay, alright, you guys can hear me now.
There we go.
But
Yeah, you've never been a drinker. You're always a smoker.
always.
Are you speaking to the right part?
Yeah, he
yes,
is.
I
He
am.
is. He is. He is.
And if I was to drink, it was only to get fucked up. So
What did I say earlier?
I-
A lot of people say, "Oh, I drink to catch a vibe." No, I genuinely, and it sounds fucked up. When I choose to drink, I'm trying to get drunk.
Right?
Right? Like, I'm trying to get drunk. That's why you don't do it all the time.
Well, the thing was as well, it was, at first it was the thing to do when you're 15, 16 in Ireland, Friday night.
That was your form of rebellion.
You go out, you know, you go
St.
out on
Paddy's
certain
Day.
road.
You're just on the streets, just with
Forget
your
about
knife
St.
in your
Paddy's
pocket.
Day.
With the knife in your
With
pocket.
your knife in your pocket, waiting for a brother to step to
Smoking
you.
bummed cigarettes from other people or what's left from the ashtrays.
Yeah.
That's a thing that people do.
Yeah.
Right? It's called Leave Me a Butt, you know, me and leave me like the last piece of it, you know.
That's disgusting.
It's a thing that
A
happens.
spliff was first, second, third, you know, roller, owner, donor. So the roller...
Roller owner donor.
Yeah.
So the roller, the one that rolled it, of course. Owner was the owner of the weed. Donor was the donor of the cigarette. Because best believe you have to put a full cigarette in that spliff.
Why'd you guys
Because weed is expensive as
Weed
fuck
is
in Europe.
expensive. So a 50 bag, 50
oh.
euro would be 2.5, 3 grams, which is...
Yuck.
Exactly.
Yuck.
So
And I
had-
bet you that was that good quality?
Yuck.
Oh, well,
Do you
most
still
weeds
smoke
are good
cigarettes, Bob?
quality.
No. Well,
you see, like,
the occasional one, but I'm generally...
no, I will,
Since
I
you
will,
got back a vape.
Yeah,
I
that's
will
just-
part-
I've got back the vape now, so I'm alright.
Big up the vape shop.
I quit smoking.
Big up
I think it was
for you.
2012. But I think if I was in a year, I might take a puff of one. But I
They-
burn
they taste
everything.
so bad.
They smell bad. I don't like cigarettes. I'll take like a shallow puff of a cigar and then pass it right on. But that's just so heavy. I do overs the multi-pack smokers.
Dog.
No, can't
But
do
look
that.
at it this way: a spliff that Seb would have smoked in Ireland would have
Ooh.
been 70%.
Yeah,
So, no.
ciggies,
alright.
ciggies.
That's a very fact statement.
That's
right.
That's actually where
what-
like joints, spliffs, and blunts are a thing, right?
Right,
Joints is the Jamaican
exactly.
pre, where you might have grab in there, but it's predominantly marijuana.
Yeah.
Mostly ciggies and some toppings of herb
Spliff.
is a spliff,
Mhm.
and then the blunt is herb wrapped in tobacco.
Yeah.
So the more you know.
Dog, Seb have some hilarious rolling stories
Yeah. I want
of
to get
rolling in the wind. 4 man stand up,
So
huddle around niggas just.
So
Yo,
this
when
was the
you
early
need to
days.
smoke, my G.
Exactly. This was the early days before I get a car. Because best believe,
Okay.
as I was 17 and I had my car before I had my license. It was always a must. But before that, you know, you're on the road, you're in the
So hold
field.
on, when you get your license in Ireland?
When you're 17, your provisional license.
Oh, you don't get learners at 16, 17?
No,
you get your
17.
you get
You
your
get
learners at
17.
17 and you get your regular at 18?
Yeah, you need to have 6 months. Your
Oh.
license 6 months. But it took me like 2 years to do, you know. I knew how to drive so well that I had so many bad habits that I kind of failed the test about 3-4 times. Like,
Once that I don't started to develop bad habits.
bad habits. So
You drive so well, you're full of bad habits. Makes sense.
so
But
keep
bro,
in mind, anybody
shortcuts.
that has their license, their learner's license, go get your full license quick, because the longer you learn how to drive, the more bad habits you know. You
You
know?
pick up.
Instead of turning
Real
to look
facts.
at the mirror,
Real
know,
fast.
you
You
just
swing
have-
it across the
just
road.
eyes are just look by and you. But that's a real thing.
Big
But,
facts.
let me go back to the
Big facts.
story.
Mhm.
Come to rolling outside in the rain, wind. I remember it's in the forest and is
In the
It's like-
forest.
with fully blown had a swing.
That's the whitest shit been said on this podcast.
In the
Alright,
forest.
that's the whitest shit been said on this podcast, right? And like a nigga goes hunting, and like you had people on here talking about like all kind of psychedelic drugs. Nigga just nigga
were-
started the backdrop.
A bunch of us
Not
were
oh
in the
we're in
forest.
Hollywell, oh not oh we're in this park. Just nigga we're in the forest.
Me and
Just
the
so-
lads.
you know, me and the lads was in the bush.
And that's probably like,
struggle
you know,
was
funniest thing is
real.
probably like right off the road, you know.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
it was-
Even far.
it was in between two roads. That's the funny part. So you had like an entrance or exit, whichever way they want to do it, but it was a real thing. We all had a swing in there, dog. We had a swing that had like a rope underneath the seat.
So yeah,
the-
you
the
and the lads
pull you
in bush.
for swing yeah.
You and the lads in the bush.
Right?
In the forest.
In the forest.
Into the forest
it's
they go.
windy, it's raining,
It's
and
no
obviously we have a bun of spliff. You know, it's just a must, right?
Well, we can't go play on the swing. It's windy and
And
raining.
raining. Fuck it, let's smoke where fire is needed.
Yeah.
Where it's windy and raining.
Listen, man, are smoking a snow, alright? So
Brother, you and Nicola did
Let's-
say it best, man. If you strand stoners on a desert island with a pound of ganja and a
Them
lighter,
gonna find a
them
way.
going to find
We
a way
will
for bud.
find a way. We will way.
will be smoked.
Yo,
No
Seb,
matter what.
for those of you watching, Seb leaned real forward to the mic a while ago and was like, we will find a way.
It's like when I found out that hot knifing was even a thing.
Hot knifing?
Oh,
Yeah.
to cut hash?
No,
What's hot
to
knifing?
smoke your weed or to smoke your hash.
What's that?
There you heat up a knife or two knives and you put a little nug of weed or hash in it and then you press it with the other knife and inhale it.
That's something you've done?
No, but that's a thing that people do for weed.
Because it's yeah.
Tell
Because you just need a way to get it to get it hot.
No, people
Even
have
hotel
addictions,
of
you know.
Bible in a dog.
Don't recommend you guys smoking the Bible
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah, no, you
The
like,
paper
if there
is
is a
bad
hell,
it's bad
for
quality.
sure.
The
You're
paper is-
going, all right.
I've heard the paper is in good quality for rolling.
I love how he
The
goes.
ink.
It's not, then goes. I've heard.
The ink tastes bad, I hear. I've never done it.
So that's why you go to the back and tear the one that has
Bro.
no ink on it.
Bro,
Makes sense.
so Seb's done it. Yo, when I was 16 at the time, and there was a girl I really liked, right? And so I did dumb shit that 16-year-olds do, right? She calls you at 2 o'clock in the morning with free nights. Oh, I'm awake until 6 o'clock the next morning. Not like you have school and you
Nah,
should be
bun that.
learning. No, bun that shit, right?
One that, yeah.
Girl.
Girl, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, and like, you know who you are because I know you listen to the podcast. It was great. Love off, right? One night she calls me at like 12 o'clock and goes, yo, how you roll a spliff? So I tell her the little I've observed from Brenton. Then she goes, can you use Bible leaf?
Whoa. She knew about it. From
You
before.
got
I was like, I don't
You
know.
cut the link same time.
Are you dumb? So you just made me watch. I just coughed out the demon. What are you talking about? I'm no. I finally just got rid of the demon. I mean, I was like, what kind? How does it feel? Right. So walked her through rolling the spliff, and I went to church camp that summer and felt kind of bad. Then came back from church camp on just some not gonna sin anymore shit. Sorry.
Sinned.
Yo, I don't know where the hell them man they come from trying to like tell little boys what not to do in terms of don't like girls. That's gonna carry you to hell.
So wait.
Hello,
Nothing happens
hello.
on those camps.
Not gonna talk about that.
There's there
Oh,
the,
okay.
It's a great place for your children to
They're
go, and
sli-
it helps them grow and become great
the
people.
dormitories are
Moving-
gender differentiated, so nothing happens.
That never stopped, nothing ever.
Yeah.
Moving
That's
right
what
along,
I'm saying.
sir. So Seb,
So
when did you realize?
Wait, he hasn't told us the story yet.
in the forest,
Sure.
in the forest,
Sure.
at the
Thank
end
you.
of the day,
Thank you, Bob.
struggle, want bonus spliff. So basically, I'm the smallest one. I was
Niggas
the quickest
huddled.
roller.
Niggas huddled in the storm.
Legit. The 4 man them around me, right? I did take off my jacket. Well, 3 of us did take off a jacket because there was some small trees. So we actually put the jacket them over us so the rain couldn't come down, right? And then basically, huddle around it. You have, a roof in a sense, and you just roll that bitch up. And that shit gone as fast.
Okay.
as the light is.
Okay, I know it's a thing.
How much?
It's-
Wait. How much man smoking this one spliff?
Oh, yeah. So what I told you
Puffs,
about
puffs,
roller, owner,
puffs.
donor.
Yeah.
The thing is, I've always been strict. All right, weed expensive. All right, I burn off my piece. End of story.
Seb's strict to the point that Seb's judge you for your weed. Seb not even partaking
Seb will
in
judge you
your
for your own
marijuana,
weed.
but Seb will look at you and go, "This is garbage. You shouldn't be doing this." Or like Seb will look at you poorly roll a spliff, and Seb will go,
How could you?
Seb will go, "What did you just?"
This won't
do?"
even taste good.
But on the flip, on the flip side of that, right? You know what's the sickest shit? When like you come through with like the fire link, and it's not for everyone. It's personally for you. But you pull the bag, and Scooby over here goes, "Snacks, snacks, Raggy."
Who's got
And like he goes over there, and like he doesn't want any of your herb, right?
he just
but he
wants
like
to
him
appreciate
take it
it.
and him inspect it, and like you seen
Fucking
bones.
snob.
What? You seen bones? You know, like rich white niggas pour wine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look just like every other wine, and like this fancy thing, and swirl it 2 times and take a sip
and
and
spit
spit it out. That's Seb. Seb just kind of bounces the nug in his hand and goes, "It has a great. It's so
It has
light."
a good feel.
And then like people when they smell wine, Mike, I'm sorry, we're gonna go ASMR here. People when they're smelling wine, they go. When Seb's smelling you weed, Seb like.
have to give it a 2 squeeze. You know what I mean? Get that real smell.
Seb trying to smell her whole day.
Dog.
Right. I will say I am just a weed connoisseur.
Some
Yes, we agree.
man bun weed.
Seb smokes.
Seb partakes.
No. Seb enjoys weed.
Seb partakes.
Yes.
Seb enjoys.
Some man
You know?
bun weed. Some man smoke herb. Some man partake in the consumption of cannabis.
The beautiful,
That
beautiful
is
cannabis.
Dog.
That is
Seb did have a link, Zine. Seb was getting some quality herb. Zine?
One of my favorite things in university time was to like go link Seb in the middle of the day and be like, yo, what you dip on, dog? Nothing, dog, in between jobs. We can talk about that because Seb's never had like a
job.
as far as I've known him,
Seb
Seb's never
can't
had
work.
like a job.
No.
Seb's only ever worked for himself and
He's an
all
aggressive
of the
little
hustles
leprechaun.
work. It's so sick.
Arguable.
I think they've all worked.
Many struggles.
Of course, there are many struggles, but you embrace the immigrant mentality in Jamaica, which is why I like our little island. Like, you only kind of flogging because you shit.
What's that arguable?
Arguable. I mean, but it's just so I think every podcast is shit until people go, we liked it.
If you say so.
You know what I mean? The creator never likes his creations. That's why
Straight.
God don't fuck with you.
Real talk. Internalize that and think about that.
Anyway, yo, G, you or Bob were about to say something.
What were we saying?
I don't know. We're going to go with Seb. Seb's the center point. Seb, Jamrock, here. You started university abroad and came here and finished.
And wasted a year abroad, basically. 'Cause none of that shit was transferable. So, started off fresh at
This says I
UCC.
wasted a year abroad.
Big up UCC. Nobody can talk bad about it. 1 class a week, 3
I mean, they
hour-long
can
class.
and they will.
And I don't business. I
So
will defend
UCC
it.
is at ends, brother.
Dog, I went
I
there,
did
I
a
have
course
my
there.
degree
Is at
there.
ends. Is that
Let me
ends?
tell
As a
you.
UTech student looking down on a university,
Yes.
have we come that far in
So can you
Jamaica?
imagine how bad it is over there?
Bumbat, dog. You went to high school.
Exactly. I got to Papine Tech.
Hey, let me just say.
I really hope you guys watching this because Seb just looked at him with the
Disdain.
Let me just
how
say.
could you?
Disgust.
Either way, university is just a time, and then teach you something which you're not gonna remember after 3-4 years for the most
Real.
part.
Well, it depends.
It depends.
If you're in university to learn, you learn.
Of course. To
If you're
remember
in
that
it
stuff.
to
To
pass, you shan't.
So
What you really need to do though?
is what.
Pass.
Fully depends on what you're doing.
Hey, either way,
Yeah,
at the end of
I
the day,
guess.
you get that same piece
Doctors-
of paper.
We hope doctors learn.
Doctors don't know shit for the most part. Let me not just,
We hope doctors learn and they don't just pass. Med say the man who come last in class at medical school is still a doctor.
But a class of 10 for a pass.
Yeah, but the
So you
dog
still
who come
above
last is still a
average.
doctor.
You're still a
Last
doctor. Don't matter.
above average. Yeah, you
You
have to
still
wait.
get that piece of paper.
You
that
have to
put
wait.
up on
You
the
ha-
wall.
you ha- you
that
have to
look
wait it.
pretty.
That's how you
alright?
can
You
list
have to
the
wait
people.
it. You have to wait it. You are the last of the
The
above average.
Doctors, I think every doctor is kind of masochistic
Kind of.
for go school for so long.
Nigga. I don't even think he's going to school. I think he's
And
when
spending that much money.
I think it's when
The
they
money,
have
time.
the money and the time.
I don't think it's any of that. I think it's even going through all of the money, going through all of the time. Doctors kind of have this thing where they kind of think they can do everything, they can be God, they can save everyone. Is when that first patient die upon them?
Shell meds.
Bads, then you figure out if I really this you want fucking do, dog. Especially for
first time you lose.
especially the younger the doctor
That's why I
specializes.
wanna know how man go out in oncology, dog. How if you be a cancer doctor where you know say every patient a go shell
I mean, technically every
or like
person dies.
90%. No, but like
Yeah, you die. You no matter, guys. I don't know if this is a surprise to you guys, but
if
yeah,
y'all niggas
die.
ain't know,
You die. You know.
You're going dead.
Eventually, you soon end up in the grave.
you,
or,
you go back to being
burnt
star
out.
stuff. According to Black Science guy.
Alright, well, let's not go into that deep level of
Yet.
You go back to being star stuff, bro.
Okay.
Y'all niggas stop mumbling and talk properly into the mic.
Fucking flat.
Fucking hell.
earther.
All right. So, what were we talking about before all this?
Yo, you're hearing Yard. I'm fast forwarding through. I don't remember what we're particularly talking about. You're hearing Yard. Fast forward to where we are. You went
We're
to
talking
UCC.
about
You went to
we're talking about
UCC.
school life.
You went to UCC. You did your shit. As I said, since I've known you, my G, you have never been one to have a 9 to 5. You've figured out this can make money in a dog, this can make money in a dog, and like as you said, not everything works out. It's not a movie like Behind Us where Quest for Camelot, eventually you work out and you become king. It's you're still on the grind, but the grind ever continues.
Continue.
I have always appreciated that about you. So could you tell us just
where it began, how it went?
why are you that guy? Why are you not? Why are you not one of the people who I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna get a good job, I'm gonna get a good wife? Where you're like, I'm gonna figure it out. Fuck you. Does it stem from Jamaica and a bit of Ireland?
From before, I nearly moved.
Because those are two hard-headed countries.
Right, I nearly ended up moving from Ireland to France to become a full-time farmer.
I thought you were going to say father.
A full-time farmer.
A full-time father.
I was going to
With,
be like, dog, a dot with that pun?
Boy, enough people out there do that still. Pick me.
As long as if you get paid for it.
So you're about to
would
move
make
So I was
from
about
Ireland.
to France to be a full-time farmer with my father because he's a farmer and whatnot. So I've always been in that working, growing mentality. Like I said, weed was very expensive, so I had to find means to not pay for €50 worth of weed every 2-3 days. And then did little things in Ireland. My father did buy a wine business that would just sell the tapestries and whatever little wine. I did do markets and so forth. So I've always been a little bit
You've always had an
hustle.
entrepreneurial hustle in you.
Yeah, always. I've worked from I could. As far as I'm little on the farm with my father every summer, every second Christmas, whatever. As far as I could walk, I would take the piece of paper that I have to go into the box. I would carry the box in front of them, and that's up at 4 or 5 o'clock. Like from a youth, it's been engraved in me where I just work. It's just my thing. Is what I like to do. Really, I can't sit down and do nothing. That's why.
Can't teach ethic. You either have it or you don't.
Yeah.
Like you can't really teach ethic. You can beat ethic into a person, sure,
Fact.
but you can't teach ethic. You know what I mean?
That's
Either
a
you
big
are or
fact.
you aren't. And Seb clearly has been about
So
the.
clearly are.
Seb clearly R is, was, and shall be as the great. So
moved to Jamaica.
mhm.
Took me a little while. Obviously, I have to get used to the culture, get used to the people.
Figure out when and when not to say bumbleclot.
Yeah,
Learn
people
the
to
word
say it to.
bumbleclot.
Learn that sucky mother is more like a hailing and not that bad of an insult
Depending.
on the circumstances that you're in.
Yeah, it's a funny story.
How long it took you to figure that out?
Took me a little while still. Yeah, took me a while, but I got used to it pretty quick. I've been to different countries, so I was open-minded.
You think
obviously.
having moving around has helped you
Of course,
adapt?
Of course, definitely. And I've been to like Turkey, Croatia, France. I went to Romania.
I didn't know you went to Turkey or Croatia.
Yeah, like, I've always traveled a bit, So
Hear that, ladies? He's a man of many cultures. He's a
and
traveled
many
man.
more to be. Asia 2020. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Um,
Machu Picchu 2019.
whoa. 2020, hopefully.
I resigned from my job, so I actually have the availability to go to Machu Picchu. So lit. I'm gonna vlog that for you guys. So you figure your smoothie thing. How'd you figure out
Alright,
you said that you did farming before you even got here.
Yeah.
So you've always been in the concept of growing
some natural
from
things.
scratch to produce kind of vibe, or am I shooting in the dark? Here?
No, as in I just always like the come up. I've always liked the growing aspect of it, the
cultivation?
reaping, cultivation. Like
You've like seeing your work actually grow into something.
Yeah. Because even when it came to the later years in France, I would plant my own thing at the start of the summer. Basically, take care of it, reap it during the time I was there, and get compensated for it in a sense. It was my product.
Fair.
But how it started off was basically I started a fruit and vegetable delivery service. Started off at my house, and then just certain people that my mother knew, expats mainly.
His mother.
Get it correct. And I started going to Carnation Market downtown. It's gonna be 4 years. It's been 4 years that I've been going. 3, 4.
Yeah,
4 years.
how sick is it that like some people You know,
are
they, you know,
afraid.
you know, no, they will even look at me and go, "Uptown boy, what you know about market?" Nigga, grandma used to like, fuck you mean, right? But you came to the country, you learned
I
about the
learned.
culture,
It took me time, you
but
know.
you've integrated yourself even down to that level
Oh yeah, like
of grand market is a pre because produce have a sell.
I'll
Because
be
farmers
there
is the way.
I'll be there in 8 or 9 hours, 8 hours or so. You know.
Look at the
Oh
camera
yeah,
and let them
yeah.
know.
I was looking at the time. I'll be there in like 8 or 9 hours. I go there twice a week, Monday, Thursday morning. So yeah, so I started off with fresh fruit and vegetable delivery. People make order or I deliver. I was approached by my ex-business partner. Basically, he had an idea, do smoothies. He basically had a location. So we came together. We meet with the fruits and the being young, being able to work and start managing it and so forth. Keep in mind, I was still at UCC, and we opened up the first smoothie shop, which was about 2.5 years ago, 3.5 years ago actually. Time goes by quick. That's one thing I can say.
Time waits for no man.
No, fact, big fact. So that started, and then that was the beginning of it. Got a next location with that business partner, and then when it came to a year and a half ago, due to certain things, we're
Had to separate ways.
separate ways. And same time, funny enough, I was approached and got a next location up at UTech, which I'm currently now. Pause, Jamaica, If you're up there, come check us out,
Down by the barn,
Yeah, by the barn. Smoothies, fresh smoothies, milkshakes, ice cream,
All organic, son.
and do that shit natural.
All the keywords.
Exactly. So yes, since then I've tried different things. I had some Leland trucks, 12-wheeler, 10-wheeler. That's just been it's all a process.
How the fuck did you get to trucks, my nigga?
Money off a make, dog.
I know, but like
Yeah.
how?
I was approached by a friend that was in the type of industry, so it was more so I'd fund it and him would run it and so forth. But let me tell you guys, let me give you guys an advice. If you don't know the industry that you're putting your money into,
Don't
put
do
your
it.
money-
don't do it. Right?
Well.
No.
Unless the person has a very good track
You think
record.
any of this came from me knowing about the industry of anything?
No, true, but you did it when you
Podcasting is an art.
and you've grown it.
I have such a hard problem with like that. It's probably, I don't know.
And
Artists never like their art, right? I
Fact.
guess. I don't know, but let's not talk about that.
But
Don't put your money into a business that you don't know about.
yeah, big thing. Especially if you can't be around it, control it, and have more so what to say in it. Especially when you don't control the other side of it, which is the work aspect of it. It's all pretty and nice having trucks and whatnot, but if the work not working, if you're not paying, and don't want to pay, things that you learn in Jamaica.
If you not hit the red line, if it don't make money,
It don't make sense.
tell them say what?
So I've tried over little things, but right now moving out.
You are?
As in moving out of all those industries.
Okay.
Stay at home until you can, save that money.
Fully
Straight.
agree. Fully agree. Fully agree. Fully agree.
Even if it's to buy an apartment, rent that bitch, stay at home.
I've had a couple like girls through life, through being the single friend, being the Joey of the friend group, right? You fuck around. So like where you work, the standard jobs, what you making. Never answer that question, guys. Never tell someone what you make.
If that
Just-
girl asking you
you-
a question like that,
No, but a lot of people do not they don't actually want a figure. They just want to know.
which level are you in?
Are you
Comfortable,
comfortable?
yeah,
Are you
yeah.
are you braffing, as they would say, or you paycheck to paycheck struggling? I always go, I don't know, figure it out. Right? You don't need to know what the fuck my pockets look like, in my opinion. Right? My pockets is my business. I don't think y'all. Well, some people, yes, you need to literally to facilitate your life to keep going forward. You have to move from another place to another place, so you rent. If you don't have to do that, and you can be in the casa and build your own financial fortitude. Buy a spot. Rent that spot to someone else.
Facts.
Don't
Facts.
rent if you're not affy. Don't fat up a next man pocket if you're not affy. But I can't express that any harder.
Well, at the end of the day,
In 3 years,
And the younger you get a mortgage, the cheaper
better.
it is.
In 3 years, maximum, according to my current plan, me I put a down payment on a yard, then pay off the yard, then the land will appreciate. A house, me I looking a dog and a renting thing me upon my head. A yard, me I look bad. Like, only need to think. I think it's because of the point that I am at in my life. Meets, Seb's always been moving around kind of thing, so you've always had this kind of drive. But, dog, financial freedom is a real thing for meds. And y'all, what Jay say? Y'all on the gram holding up money to your ear. There's a disconnect. We don't call that money over here. Dog? Invest your money. You know what's more important than braffing?
Guns and butter.
You know what's more important than braffing, niggas? Credit. Facts.
I mean, to
Dollar,
be fair,
bill.
Jamaica don't really have a credit system, but it's becoming a
it's
credit
becoming
state.
a thing. It's
So,
becoming a thing. At the end of the day,
Watch
if you
your
have
credit.
the opportunity to buy something
Financial
credit-wise, instead
security.
of
dog.
cash-wise,
Work
and use
towards
that cash,
financial security. Braffing fun. Braff responsibly. As our great friend
invest
Serge would say.
invest for a bigger braff tomorrow.
Yes.
Hashtag bigger braff.
Selectively braff. And when you selectively choose to braff, as my mother and her great friend Steph Serge would say,
Braff
Ball!
responsibly.
ball and
But
enjoy.
then just ball
But
out.
like
don't ball on something you don't have.
because you find that what
You
was the
can.
word you
Because you can.
you tailored your budget with the intention of I'm going to have fun here, or at least I'm going to splurge here, and live responsibly for the rest of the time. Don't splurge every day. Don't try to keep up with the Kardashians, and
Straight.
Look,
I feel like saying Kardashians can just put us right into Seb. What were you about to say?
basically, if you're getting a paycheck, take 20% of that bitch and put it aside. and
Every
save
time,
it.
every
time. No matter what,
Invest it, save it, do
save
something
it.
with
Just
it.
make sure at least 20% of that,
Don't save it.
up
Invest
to
it.
40%.
Agreed.
Yeah, obviously investment is always better, but don't go invest it in something that's risky.
Straight.
Quick money don't work. Alright, it can work, but you have to be smart
remember that
about
loom shit?
That's
Remember the
that's still
loom
going
thing?
around, no?
No, it collapsed the other day,
Oh,
didn't
I don't know.
It did.
it? Yeah.
If
But I don't know. It was literally a pyramid scheme.
no, it was a
but,
circle.
but in the shape of a circle
circular
instead of a
scheme.
pyramid.
That's exactly it. At the end of the day,
But it's the same concept.
it's the same thing.
Tangential lane. So Seb, yo, on tangential lane, you see me? It's where we get real fun. If you thought we weren't making enough tangents before, I was actually trying to make an effort to keep them somewhat threaded. Now we're just shooting shots. We're having fun. We're talking topical shit. We're talking off the dome, having fun, and I'm particularly pioneering this segment because I hope it becomes a thing for more podcasts. But you know what I mean? We'll talk about it in a second. Anyway, commandeering the mic right now. My G, remember what we were talking about before the podcast even started? Like the super random shit going on in the world. Pop culture related. And like I didn't let you even react to it. I just said the shit and I watched your eyebrows lift, knit, and just be confused. First thing we're starting off tonight, alright guys, is, and this going forward, it's gonna be, my thing. Piss off Bob is a thing when Bob tells us things we didn't know, tells us things about the country, tells us things about the world, and his thoughts about them. Pop culture shock's gonna be mine, right? I'm gonna find the funniest, most random shit, in my opinion, and in my taste, because I'm not gonna talk about everything. And we're gonna med some, so I'm gonna go with 3, because I feel like 3 is a healthy number. Might grow from there, might shrink, who knows. First thing on the agenda, boys and germs. There's these Siamese twins. Okay. For those of you who don't know, Siamese twins are, they're conjoined, right, in an inseparable manner, right? So you're born with something growing off of you, and something not growing off of you is sentient, and you're just kind of there, Right? It is what it is. Sorry to sound insensitive. It is what it is.
But it's two of them.
These well, it's not two. These Siamese twins, two parts,
A pair of
are
Siamese.
a pair of
A
Siamese.
pair of
A
Siamese.
pair of Siamese. There you go.
Mhm.
They are separate in the upper torso, so head, brain, individual personalities, but they are connected at the lower GI tract, pelvis.
Do they have 2 hands each?
Yeah. Two hands each.
They're separate up to the belly button.
They're separate
Down
to
the belly button.
to the belly button. At the belly button
Okay.
is when they
They
conjoin.
become one person.
They have the same GI tract, so they shit at the same time. They have the same
Who
Dick.
wipes?
They have the same cock, balls, and asshole, right? And legs. Cool. So it's one. It's one apiece with two people growing out top. Right? Sorry to make it sound fucked up, but we're having fun on pop culture section. So they're conjoined at the hip, kind of vibe. But that doesn't even matter what goes on below the pelvis, because the main point of contention, my friends, is the pelvis. One brother is suing the other brother. Bob, if you could Google the details. One brother is suing the other brother specifically because he claims he has some form of post-traumatic stress disorder because he keeps waking up to and being afraid to fall asleep to wake up to his brother masturbating, because his brother just kind of backs, the unified cocky. So imagine you're
The
asleep.
unified cock.
Because it's a unified cocky. So imagine you're asleep and you wake up to someone backing your penis, but it's also their penis. So it's a legal battle because he says he should have consent.
A set of 54-year-old twins from Michigan.
Wait,
He
like
does-
54? So they've gone
Hate-
54 years already?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
They're conjoined at the waist, facing each other.
But
See that picture? Look,
See
look.
that?
So you wake up and you look down at a man is jerking your penis off, looking at you.
my god.
I'ma hit
And-
the shit with the
And that
heavy
man
headlines.
happens to be your brother.
I'm gonna hit this shit with the heavy headlines, and Bob is gonna help me with the details. Bob, scroll down a bit. In that same article, it should be where the plaintiff, in this case, is explaining
He
why.
keeps playing with our
There it
penis
is.
without my consent. That's
He
legal.
stop and repeat that sentence.
He
Stop and repeat that
keeps
sentence.
playing with our
Our.
penis
He
without my
keeps
consent.
playing with our penis
It's
without
one-
my consent.
Yeah.
The unified cocky. Yo, Seb's getting kind of red.
I don't know what to think of this. Like,
No. The man says he's suffering from insomnia and post-traumatic syndrome after
Afraid to go
waking
to
up
sleep.
at night on 3 occasions to catch his brother masturbating. I don't want to sleep at night because I'm afraid he's going to touch me.
the real question is,
As for the other guy,
I have a question.
he says he's done nothing wrong and insists he has the legal right to masturbate.
I have a question.
He said he waited for his brother to be asleep.
That's well care. That's well full of care
Yeah.
still. I have a question, right? We're gonna call them like Bill and Dill. Cool? If Bill and Dill have the same penis and Bill busts a nut, does Dill too get the serotonin flood? Lean back so the people can see you. I know you're shocked, but
I'm just medding it. But that's what I was thinking.
I don't want to think about that.
No, but that's what I'm pretty.
It's a serious thing.
Do
like,
you both share the serotonin? Because if
It's the
you
same
can
release.
get nuts without doing anything at all, you an ungrateful bitch. If only he gets the reward, nigga, don't touch my dick. Straight.
But
Come on.
I feel like they both would,
I
I feel like they'd both get it.
they both enjoy it.
I'm of the opinion of that also.
They're attached to
But
one.
you also have to is it a personal violation? Because it is a shared dick.
But at the end of the day, what is personal? You
Exa-
are one
Ah,
person because that's
my
why it
penis.
comes-
My
But
penis.
Our penis.
Exactly.
Yo, that's so fucking wild.
Our.
But wait,
You ever try like walk out of the house looking too fresh and your girl go, where you going looking like that with it's
But listen,
That nigga's really sharing.
this
a
is
penis.
a next question though.
shoot, what's your question?
Since it's down to the belly, don't they have two different stomachs? Don't they both
No.
eat?
They have two separate.
They share a GI tract.
Yeah, they share
Yeah.
a GI tract.
If I could get
from-
my phone, I'd
No, they share a GI tract from stomach, from intestine onward. So they have two individual stomachs. So Seb is correct.
So they both eat differently.
Mhm.
So they both want to go to the bathroom at different points, in a sense.
Yeah, but they both have to go at the same time.
But do they?
They have
No, well, they
as
go
in it doesn't matter. They physically both have to be in the bathroom at the same time.
Yes, but
Could you imagine, like, you shit in the mornings and this nigga shit in the evenings? That's half of your day just spent shitting.
but that's what I'm saying. But what if they both shit in the morning and evening, and they
Then it's
both
double
go
the shit.
at different times? So it's 4 shits in a day.
Yeah.
Would you not have to consume more food to like keep a body that's propelling two minds going?
But they are. It's
They
two
both
people
will keep
eating.
themselves full. Yeah.
That's why you have a meds. It's 2 people eating at the same time.
The input is
So-
fine, bro.
But
It's the output. that's
Output's
the
the
Exactly.
issue. Output's the issue.
So do you have to ask your brother consent for go to the
To go shit?
bathroom?
So, yo,
It's the
dog,
same thing.
Who
as
controls the legs?
Who feels? Who feels?
Oh,
no, they're in a
feels the
wheelchair.
need to
They're in a
shit.
wheelchair.
Oh
They're
yeah,
in a
yeah, they're in a
need to shit.
wheelchair.
Who
Who feels the need to shit? Who feels the need to shit and be like initiate?
Who controls the wheelchair?
Wait, hold on. So they're both facing each other. So they both have left and right arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at it.
So
Look at
who?
it. Don't call them.
Oh no, don't call them it.
I'm sorry, guys.
guys.
I'm saying, look at the picture. You know, the picture. You know.
Who controls like I need to shit? Let's move now.
But that's exactly it.
But like you're watching a TV show, so you're trying to hold it, and
So that's
there's a lot of autonomy you lose.
but that's where that consent comes in. Is you have to either way you have to be
Guys,
consent
it
for
looks
each.
like it might be fake news.
Oh
What?
my God.
No.
Dog, really?
No. Well, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But no, this seems so fun.
But at the end of the day, forget about what they're suing each other for.
Hey, young Jamie.
Wow.
No, you're not Jamie. Bobby B's young Jamie. Can you cue up the next pop culture story I want to hit with the Indian guy suing his parents? Shh! Don't tell them why. I want to come in with the
Can't
hotline.
believe this is fake news.
It is. It really
Oh
is.
my God.
Yeah.
What's making you confirm it's fake news?
It's-
We're gonna make
I
or
mean, to
break
be
stories
fair,
here, guys.
It's not on any
Reputable website.
yeah,
So
fake news.
Mm.
But
So-
either which way, it does bring to the question:
yes.
What would
do
you do in
with
that
our
case?
penis?
All right, well, making and breaking hot headlines here, guys. I'm going to keep finding the weirdest stories I can for the tangential lane sections before I piss off Bob and, blowing our guests' minds. So, check this out. If this one's fake news, Bobby B, there is an Indian homie, right?
No, this one is real.
He is suing his parents because he never gave them the consent to be born. His issue, and it's a philosophical issue. I don't remember what it's called. I think please, Bobby B, could you do the Googles? It is basically the philosophical point of view that
Antinatalism.
there it is. I did not ask to be born into this world, a world of suffering.
A philosophy
There-
that argues that life is so full of misery that
Uh-huh.
people should stop procreating immediately.
So he's suing his parents because of the anti-natalism view
Mm-hmm.
that you should not have had me and a suffering abomination into this world of suffering.
The man says
You owe me money.
there is no point to humanity. So many people are suffering. If humanity is extinct, earth and animals will be happier. They'll certainly be better off. Also, no human will then suffer. Human existence is totally pointless.
Excuse me, guys.
I agree with Seb. I'm allergic to that.
So that don't make no
Man
sense
said-
because you can't be.
How
you
you
can't
gonna
give
give consent?
if you're not born. Like, what sense that make? That don't make no sense.
I want y'all
So-
know Seb felt real strong about that. He stepped on my
He says that he understands that our consent can't be sought before we're born, but insists that it's not our decision. So as we didn't
So he's not trying-
So as we didn't ask to be born, we should be paid for the rest of our lives to live.
Whoa,
He
alright.
argues.
Is this a really weird left-wing view of arguing for universal healthcare? Not healthcare, universal basic income. Universal
income.
basic income.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that made me go lisp a while ago.
What about
Is this his way of arguing for universal basic income? That the inconvenience of being born alone should equate to a compensation?
But that's not universal basic income.
Yeah.
What is universal basic income?
Just giving people money to live.
Because you're alive.
No, because of the work being taken by
Because
technology and so forth.
society. Yeah, society has moved beyond
Yeah.
You are
their
alive.
workers.
You are alive. Follow me here. I really want to.
I get what you're saying, but like, no,
You
you're,
are
you're-
alive.
You're taking a very big step.
Okay, what's the step I'm
As in,
taking?
you're going. The connection that you're drawing is a very long.
Oh no no
line.
no 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 no! Don't get me wrong. Don't get me. I might have worded that poorly. I'm sorry. My brain works a little different. I don't think he's doing this to advance the concept of universal basic income. I'm just saying these people would agree with the concept
Of
of universal basic income. I don't think one
Problem.
begets the other. I'm just saying if you were
Yeah.
to introduce one to the other, they would agree. I'm
Definitely.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I conflated that a while ago.
Definitely.
My fault.
Because, I mean, it's the same thing.
If
Like,
you-
you're
if
paid
you-
for being alive.
Isn't basically that's what it is, right?
Basically, yeah, I guess.
Basically.
Okay.
But the justifications for each are different.
Yeah, no. I'm
Antinatalism-
sorry. I didn't mean to.
Antinatalism literally just wants
equate.
humanity
I
to be
didn't mean
phased
to
out.
equate equivalence right there. I just meant
Mhm.
one would like the other.
The more humanity to phase out, dog. Like, what the fuck?
And in or third, because I
bun
said
people,
top
but
three.
to phase out all humanity, kind of extreme.
I said top three. Things I was going to go for. That's just weird fucking shit people been dealing with in the world. Not global politics, because that's what Bob's here for, and I'm gonna piss him off in a second. I promise you guys that I love Bob's rants. Weird things in. Okay, I'm gonna go from a humanitarian effort here, right? You have a pet.
4 dogs, 5 cats.
You have a pet.
My cat.
I have a pet. I got 4 dogs. Bonnie, Clyde, Littlefoot, and Heineken. There is an actual thing that's been going on, particularly in West India. Don't remember the specific place right now, but they're rearing predatory cats, so lions, cheetahs, jaguars, declawing and defanging them so that they are pets for affluent children. My opinion, suck your mother. That's fucking horrific to do to anybody else. Sorry for anyone that don't like bad words, but you know, Bamcast, home of the anti-PC, it's fucking horrific to do. You guys are going to be able to explain that way better than I can, because I'm coming in hot with emotions on this. What's your opinion on breeding animals specifically for that kind of shit?
Alright.
Don't rant about people being garbage. Wrap it up with that. Don't.
No, that's
start
not,
with that.
I'm actually. Here's the thing. I kind of agree with it. With it. 'Cause
What?
Look at. Well, wait, no. Listen to me. Declawing is inhumane. I get that. Because it's literally removing the first knuckle. That's literally if somebody took the first joint off all of your fingertips.
You know, I just thought it was a big old nail cut. I didn't know it was
No.
taking off a joint.
took-
Because
they-
so it can't grow back.
Yeah,
They're
it
taking
takes
back
the first knuckle.
root of it. That would make sense.
Yeah, they take
I'm-
the first knuckle when they declaw. So
I
that
doubled down.
that I don't.
I just doubled down.
Yeah, that's inhumane. Fine, but look at it this way: these rich people, as we see with a lot of the Arabs, the Saudi prince, them who rich off of them oil money, them already go into the wild and get these animals and keep them as pets anyway.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's a difference between getting them,
But
keeping
wait,
them
but
as
wait,
pets,
no,
then
but wait, no,
there's
wait, no,
declawing them.
wait, no. If they're in the wild, that's the wild population. That's natural. That's what's supposed to happen. Them taking them out of the wild and reducing the wild numbers, we're losing the animal.
So you're
If
okay
they're
with
captive
breeding for the
for the purpose of having pets, but I
fuck,
don't
I hate that
agree.
Bob just made me agree with him.
But I don't agree
It's-
with
it's-
the decline.
It's inhumane, but there's a level
It's
of
sustainable.
inhumane where you go into the jungle and
We breed
remove
animals for food.
all the time. So breeding
I
animals.
disagree with that, but yes, correct. Very correct. Very correct.
I
'Cause
understand the concept where you're coming from. I do agree with it,
Because obviously,
but you know, you are infallible in your reasoning.
the emotional aspect is where it would all fall apart.
yeah, of
But that's
course.
where I come in.
Right.
Because I'm an
I'll
emotional
have-
human
but I'm
being.
saying that the only problem I have with that is just the decline. Don't declaw them. But, it's
But-
not a tame animal, so it may rip your shit to shreds.
Yeah, but Bob, if you keep declawing them,
You
and
could
they
do the
keep
Mike Tyson of
reproducing,
you.
Do you think
Eventually,
eventually they'll evolve to
Yeah,
grow
of
without claws?
course.
But
Mike,
that's
Iron Mike Tyson.
maybe hundreds of years down
Iron
the
Mike
line.
Tyson had
still.
2 tigers, and he didn't declaw or defang any of his tigers. He had them from they were kittens.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Iron Mike, and he said recently on the Joe Rogan Experience,
Yeah.
when they would kind of like, you know, smell them piss too tough and like,
Mhm.
it's Iron Mike. He would slap them, but a slap from Iron Mike breaks punching bags.
Mhm.
So you know, they quickly were like, "Oh, Pop,
Don't
what's
fuck
up?"
with this
kind of
nigga,
vibe.
you know?
Oh my God, Bob, we just broke our hour.
Mhm.
What's pissing you off currently in the media space? Give us a 5-minute hot take. What do you think about the current presidential candidates? And if you have no opinion on them, why do you think Bernie's still here? Do you think that Bernie should just not like go sit in a rocking chair?
I'll put it this way, dog. I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck
I
anymore?
don't give a fuck anymore because just like Jamaican politics, American politics, everybody's still working towards the same goal. Them just the different things and the
World
But-
domination.
We
Leave
talk
him.
about the same goal. At the end of the day, they just try to do their best they can for the 4 years, and that's
That's
the
it.
problem with.
for make the money for them, friend them, and for them
But
party.
it's not even nice to look good. At the end of the day, you want to come out with a presidential. Well, first of all, you want to
I
be
don't even think
elected for
looking
the
good-
second term.
I don't even think looking good is a thing, right? Like, look at how people age when they go into the,
No.
the presidential space.
Obviously,
They age in
look at
dog years.
Obama. Obama took 20 years from going in office to come out. Obama.
Bruh, aged in dog years.
Yeah, it's a stressful job.
So, but at the end of the day,
You kill people every
they're
day. That hard.
working just to be re-elected. So they're going to do good things on the outside, but in
Mhm.
reality, they're not toughening down. They're not
As I say,
doing things
it don't
that's
really
supposed
matter.
to.
It don't really matter. But whoever wins, whichever party it is, same shit, different toilet.
Fact.
Plain and simple. Like it sound defeatist, but that's how it go.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of the Bamcast. I think this episode was real fun, 'cause I didn't even realize that hour ran off.
Straight up.
Thank you, Seb,
Right.
for coming here.
Of
Tell
course,
the people
of
where
course.
to find you, bro.
Seb_876 Instagram. Pause Jamaica Instagram for the business. Instagram it is.
That's it.
Send me all the information, and that shit will be in the bio. Shout out to the co-host always. I don't think you guys realized I can't do this without him, and I hope he can't do this without me.
Big up
Bobby
Bobby.
B.
I can't big up on yourself.
And big up Martin as well. Big up the Bamcast.
Big
I
up,
hope you
big up.
guys like this new layout. You can check it out and tell us how you feel about it on Twitter. Shout out to
Sure.
the Bamcast.
Make
Follow
sure you
the
watch
page
the shit.
at the Bamcast. Yeah, because I love that it's an audio first podcast kind of vibe because it's a podcast.
Mhm.
So you guys listen. But I hope to grow the viewership. Food shit coming soon. Shout out to the sister
Straight.
podcast, Net Chat. I'm the
Big up
producer
No
on
Next.
that one. Shout out to Daria of a 20-something. I produced the episode for her the other day. Go check that out and let me know if you like my work, guys. Lots of shit coming through, right? California Apparel.
Bam
35% off if you use the promo code BAM35. Thank you,
Sure.
Boom Draw Physics. For the intro and outro song, thank you, Prismatic Verse, for all the shit that you guys have been enjoying.
Graphics.
Thank y'all. Love you. Little T as always. Okay, guys?
Big up on yourself.
Mwah. Dropping bombs on your moms.
Fucking all the car alarms.
I want to fuck them.